Danke per seguir conosco, televidente, amete Marco Zani, Willem, sia che Notisia internashonal. Rússia está ninga completamente de trás do intento de assassinato de ex-double espião russo Sergei Skripal e seu por meio de uma arma química que afeta o sistema nervioso na Inglaterra. No mesmo momento, a Rússia está acusando a Grã-Bretanha de violar o convênio de arma química, para não permitir a Rússia para participar da investigação e examinar a substância química.
Россия невиновна, Россия готова сотрудничать в соответствии с Конвенцией о запрещении химического оружия, если Соединенное Королевство удосужится и снизойдет до того, чтобы выполнить свои международно-правовые обязательства по тому же документу.
As I said to the Russian ambassador yesterday, and as Theresa May said in the House of Commons, you've got to understand the outrage that people in this country feel. This is a brazen attempt to murder innocent people. A police officer is in hospital, and to the best of our knowledge, this is the first use of nerve agent on the continent of Europe since the Second World War.
A reação do ministro de Relações Exteriores de Rússia, Lavrov, bem depois que o ministro-presidente do Reino Unido, Theresa May, acusar a Rússia de estar atrás do intento de assassinato aqui. O ministro-presidente ha na Rússia teco a noite dias do sor para dar conta e razão para o que é intento de assassinato aqui e uso de arma química riba suela britânico, primeiro-ministro de Inglaterra.
It is now clear that Mr. Skripal and his daughter were poisoned with a military-grade nerve agent of a type developed by Russia. This is part of a group of nerve agents known as Novichok. Based on the positive identification of this chemical agent by world-leading experts at the Defence Science and Technology Laboratory at Porton Down, our knowledge that Russia has previously produced this agent and would still be capable of doing so, Russia's record of conducting state-sponsored assassinations, and our assessment that Russia views some defectors as legitimate targets for assassinations, the government has concluded that it is highly likely that Russia was responsible for the act against Sergei and Yulia Skripal. Mr. Speaker, there are therefore only two plausible explanations for what happened in Salisbury on the 4th of March. Either this was a direct act by the Russian state against our country, or the Russian government lost control of its potentially catastrophically damaging nerve agent and allowed it to get into the hands of others. This afternoon, my right honourable friend, the Foreign Secretary, has summoned the Russian ambassador to the Foreign and Commonwealth Office and asked him to explain which of these two possibilities it is, and therefore to account for how this Russian-produced nerve agent could have been deployed in Salisbury against Mr. Skripal and his daughter. My right honourable friend has stated to the ambassador that the Russian Federation must immediately provide full and complete disclosure of the Novichok programme to the Organisation for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons.
La situazione sta desarrollando di un conflitto opi serio entre Gran Bretagna e Rússia, que for di 4 de março, que abinhai é ex-double espião aqui, considerando a Rússia como um traidor, e seu humo é inconsciente de um banco público. Hecho que usa gás nervioso, que por cierto afecta más gente del vecindario, incluyendo un policía, así enter el suceso uno mucho más grave en vista de Gran Bretaña. Gran Bretaña está amenazando de imponer sanciones económico-financieras fuertes contra de Rusia. Para lo que está sobrado de la Unión Europea, seguro que la Comisión Europea tiene sostén para Gran Bretaña hasta de una posible confrontación de forma de sanción con Rusia. Vice-presidente da Comissão Europeia Frans Timmermans, apuntador de Holanda, explica no Parlamento Europeu a necessidade de mensagem forte de unidade europeia.
It is of the utmost importance that those who are responsible for what has happened see very clearly that there is European solidarity, unequivocal, unwavering, and very strong, so that those responsible are really punished for what they did.
De parte de América também está observando o desenvolvimento e está sustentando Grã-Bretanha. Assim, o presidente americano Donald Trump ha confirmado ainda Trump. Na mesmo momento, a dona de conhecer com Nanta que é dados de Grã-Bretanha e está parece que a Rússia atrás de inteiro sucesso.
Well, it sounds to me, I'm speaking to Theresa May today, it sounds to me like it would be Russia based on all of the evidence they have. I don't know if they've come to a conclusion, but she's calling me today. As you know, now we're going to the wall. We're going out to the wall. We're going to be looking at the prototypes, which is very important for our country. But Theresa May is going to be speaking to me today. It sounds to me like they believe it was Russia, and I would certainly take that finding as fact.
Mr. President, do you believe there could be a response from the United States? Do you believe there could be a response from the United States?
Yeah, as soon as we get the facts straight, and we're going to be speaking with the British today, we're speaking with Theresa May today, and as soon as we get the facts straight, if we agree with them, we will condemn Russia or whoever it may be. But I have not spoken to her. I'll speak to her sometime today.
Por nota que o presidente americano, a papi especificamente, que não lo por exemplo, condenar o acto, não papia de ação concreto de forma de sanção ou algo assim que lo portuma contra de um culpável. Pelo que a notícia de outro bana, na América mês, retém outro retiro de altíssimo nível na Casa Blanco. O presidente americano Donald Trump finalmente toca a retirar seu ministro de Relações Exterior, secretário de Estado Rex Tillerson. Tillerson estava tem algo mais de ano no gabinete Trump. Segundo Trump, o problema estava com Tillerson em diferença de opinião fundamental sobre assuntos importantes, como por exemplo, Irã. Tillerson é de 26 alto oficial do governo de Trump para retirar, fora do dia que Trump assumiu poder. Diretor da Agência Central de Inteligência americana CIA, Mike Pompeo, lo reemplazou Tillerson como ministro de Relações Exterior. Trump a confirmar.
Mr. President, I've worked with Mike Pompeo now for quite some time. Tremendous energy, tremendous intellect. We're always on the same wavelength. The relationship has been very good, and that's what I need as Secretary of State. I wish Rex Tillerson well. Gina, by the way, who I know very well, who I've worked very closely, will be the first woman director of the CIA. She's an outstanding person who also I have gotten to know very well. So I've gotten to know a lot of people very well over the last year. And I'm really at a point where we're getting very close to having the cabinet and other things that I want. But I think Mike Pompeo will be a truly great Secretary of State. I have total confidence in him. And as far as Rex Tillerson is concerned, I very much appreciate his commitment and his service, and I wish him well. He's a good man.
Mr. President, what did you tell Rex Tillerson? What did you say to Rex Tillerson?
Rex and I have been talking about this for a long time. We got along actually quite well, but we disagreed on things. When you look at the Iran deal, I think it's terrible. I guess he thought it was okay. I wanted to either break it or do something, and he felt a little bit differently. So we were not really thinking the same. With Mike Pompeo, we have a very similar thought process. I think it's going to go very well. Rex is a very good man. I like Rex a lot. I really appreciate his commitment and his service. And I'll be speaking to Rex over a long period of time. I can't hear you. No, I really didn't discuss it very much with him, honestly. I made that decision by myself. Rex wasn't, as you know, in this country. I made the North Korea decision with consultation from many people, but I made that decision by myself. I actually got along well with Rex, but really it was a different mindset. It was a different thinking. What? Say it again. I respect his intellect. I respect the process that we've all gone through together. We have a very good relationship for whatever reason, chemistry, whatever it is. Why do people get along? I've always, right from the beginning, from day one, I've gotten along well with Mike Pompeo. And frankly, I get along well with Rex too. And, you know, I wish Rex a lot of good things. I think he's going to do, I think he's going to be very happy. I think Rex will be much happier now. But I really appreciate his service. But with Mike, we've had a very good chemistry right from the beginning.
Tillerson assegura que sua prioridade agora aqui está bom transição de poder. Seu último dia é de confirmar lota 31 de março.
I received a call today from the President of the United States at a little after noontime from Air Force One, and I've also spoken to White House Chief of Staff Kelly to ensure we have clarity as to the days ahead. What is most important is to ensure an orderly and smooth transition during a time that the country continues to face significant policy and national security challenges. As such, effective at the end of the day, I'm delegating all responsibilities of the Office of the Secretary to Deputy Secretary of State Sullivan. My commission as Secretary of State will terminate at midnight, March the 31st. Between now and then, I will address a few administrative matters related to my departure and work towards a smooth and orderly transition for Secretary of State Designate Mike Pompeo.
Tigranno informe internacional por aqui, pausa breve de Sostabek.